Chilling video there this morning. Multiple tornadoes rip across Ohio, leaving cities heavily damaged. This is some of the video coming into our newsroom this morning from Salina and Wapakoneta. Tornadoes caused catastrophic damage, leveling homes and businesses. We have live team coverage on this breaking situation. We'll begin with Michelle Backus right now, and First Alert Defender in Wapakoneta. You came across this damage actually on your way down to where the Dayton tornado touched down this morning. And Michelle, it's just so much you had to stay behind and check it over this morning.
Yeah, Melissa, you're exactly right. We started to follow that debris on the road, and it ultimately led us to a barn, which if you were with us earlier, you saw that front was completely ripped off. They found that just a mile down the road. You were seeing that home crashed into. Very shocking. And then we decided to get back into First Alert Defender. We're going to head south towards Dayton. And as we were driving, we noticed this area as well. This is another farm. And as you can see right behind me, I think the only word to describe this is wow. You don't realize just how severe the damage is until you're looking at it. And to be honest with you, you would think it's part of a movie set or something like that. It's crazy to think that this all happened in just such a short amount of time. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting the people who live here. Diane, you were inside your home when these tornadoes started. Tell me what you were thinking.
We usually don't go to the basement. For some reason last night, we decided we better take cover. And we was only downstairs for not even 10 minutes, and we started hearing all the noise. This property here is really our neighbors, Peggy and Joe Gerstner, and all of their debris was hitting our house. And we could hear all this noise, and you could feel the pressure in the house changing. And my husband and I were both very wide-eyed, and we just looked at each other. And then Peggy called me and said, "Are you guys okay?" And I said, "Yes." "Are you okay?" She says, "Yes, but we lost all our buildings." This right here was over about a 140-year-old barn. That there was a new machine shop. They had it, and it's down. They had a building there. They kept the stuff for their pawn in, and over there they had a one-car garage.
And you're starting to see that storage kind of scattered throughout the yard here. I'm seeing pool toys here in the yard and other little miscellaneous things. When you were down in the basement, I want to go back to what you said that it sounded like.
It was like we never heard before. It was just really, really loud, and you could kind of feel the pressure in the house changing, and we could hear everything hitting the house. And I looked at my husband and I said, "I've never heard this. Have you?" And he said, "No." And it was just really kind of scary, but yet we weren't terrified. And then when Peggy called and said that Joe was already outside, we said, "Okay." So we came up and looked around to see what the damage was. Right over there, it's a 140-year-old windmill that laid down there that went down.
Yeah, you definitely have been pointing out a lot of damage to me this morning, and what's really astounding is seeing the debris from this barn scattered about a mile down into the fields as well. I want to say, though, I am so glad that you are okay and everyone around this area is okay at this point. You're going to want to stick with us because we're going to be following this damage all morning. We'll also be live on Facebook, so make sure you're following us and you're tuning in for that. Reporting live in Wapakoneta, Michelle Backus, WTOL 11.